Good morning to you. Warmly welcoming you to Owia TV. The program is Ade Kyeɛ. Ade Kyeɛ no pay ye do twedi ampoase se wa ma ade pa no akyeɛ. Yekoda ne enim enso kwan a wo fa so ekrakra yen boy ho ban no. Ayeye na se ne ntontom enka ne din. So we do a video to her. May Kyle say we are live on 105.9. 105.9 precise FM. Obetimi etie wo hono na wa share so Facebook, that is Owia TV, and at the same time obetimi ashare wo Owia TV on YouTube also. Been your Omanhene Yaw Adu-Boakye, I've always been your man in the morning. I am here this morning with Kwaku Asante Yeboah Benedict. Good morning, my brother.
Good morning, my brother. Let's say
Nyame adom now so he.
Nyame adom.
Ibi aboko.
Yes, one.
Okay. Bright Yabuama.
Akonta.
Na umpom to say.
Bright
Yabuama.
Bright Pipra.
Bright Pipra Yabuama.
Nidini dia wo shisha kwa wuntimi.
Yeah, daddy Yakupa sebe kre.
Yes, Ade.
Oh, but me nkasa yo.
Oh,
you be we asie. You ba ka tell me say.
O se ai na no pa bia ye du besia. Onko wo ka bia.
Na me pa show. Are you more Catholic than the Pope?
At this stage, yes. Because
at this stage, you are more Catholic than the Pope.
At this stage, and at this particular
you are crying more than the bereaved.
Of course.
Yeah, boy, man, we both didn't want kasai.
There be ubo midin, bendi kokwa santi eboa. And also bonidina ye pepra boama, ya pepra boama, ya
bright ya boama. That is the name I mentioned.
Okay, say no call US embassy. Na fe mundina. Ba ko different thing. Ye the tape.
It was no one no nim so body.
Go to US embassy.
US embassy di no
US embassy be catch you say. Mo fa tape now, man the card you di nim ra.
Say di na say na confuse wo mo. So what I say.
The brody not tree.
Almost US embassy edume bia. Obi onye ohene kura bo nse tuturu ntoma. Na ya bona buduru.
Ne ma gugu ni.
Ya so na pakam say ohene bepe visa. Odruha ni ase di na ohene no.
Obo yo ohene wonyo ohene. Ni kasa kura ni
cha ukra he no
ga. Cha kura koyi. Eh Ghana for. E kwa be fa so ni me be ye di age bisa. E dross. E kwa ya ni ma fa so di age bisa. O de o.
Obiti abrojira wo ye adwuma okuta madin.
Nanka.
Okuta madi adwa free ye. What the year Juma wa America? Adwa meeting team you. You go Ghana ni nim say adwa free ye or
Ghana ni nim say friend adwa. Dabi nim say oba. Now say.
We need one adwa free ye.
Abrofoto. I knew a guy who was called Kenneth Joyce.
Okay.
It is a obi pass a friend Joyce Owusu. No e bema. Bruni and Hanokra.
David.
They are not only female names so.
Yes.
Definitely there are some particular names Brian.
Yeah.
It's a Brian, John, but some names you're told a unisex. You're told about to be say and your gun and you are pin say Aquano or friend Geoffrey. Now no boat to me, Jumano, a Geoffrey. On Kai
say already a friend.
Hey, I'm calling you as Papa. Sorry. Yeah, buddy. I Geoffrey. Michael Fosu. Also the Johnson. Michael Fosu.
You bomb Michael Fosu.
Michael Fosu. One T.
I guess you have a friend Samasa.
Masa ye fro. Oh, sir.
You never been back no.
I got you with some ye can you anymore. Asante.
Say my phone got some ye screen with that.
Screen can for me feed also.
Wo baba.
And the people also and Timon Ding. Ade ba ko so ekoso obu a ode ne papers man na o de ye adwuma sisi omo Ghana for now
sir
oh yeah obu on man ya me de abo ama din and then the papers and ye adwuma bo so me so sika no koto ya abo ama obu on man sika na koto mu so be ya ma oh brati
musumi enu kra na ozi
and me nya ho me ko adwuma
obu on one agreement o say
and then more day
over for back mu chemiensa Ufa mienu no afa bako. Ti wo be fa bako na de bako to your rent. No. And I'm so de ma no so afa bako. Na bia wo de bako atwitwa wo ho. Obu abosumi timi twam.
What is Uncosumpa?
Slave.
The six Ghana for Omadin Crow 4 papers here, Juma. Obo to me, Juma 3 months, and the background of Chicano. A woman or money be.
Oh,
Share.
You see, be correct to me, Kuchuku near Boaba.
Aka no. Ghana for Pinum Timothy.
Bibini.
Obu also bet me the papers somewhere, Juma was a boam and crata.
Oh, yes.
But now, so you nipa now, or the papers a man, no. Oh, the year Juma, so a dream, maybe no, sorry, Tia Bem.
Mo.
No, I'm sorry, the so.
He said, $40,000.
Our area.
Average.
Obide, one crata, no, they were
40.
Hey,
now 40 and cry to 4 bowl.
Sa
wholesale price.
To phone some no.
$40,000.
Yeah.
No confess can
Now, we are Juma,
Send your music cassette. You see, can you to your bills? You did your bills,
and the end, now they almost wabbly. Some say holding. I don't know, but no more Diminico.
And now, you
almost say, Papa Joseph.
Hey, Donald Trump.
Joseph by and we him now so covered. You could hear feel maybe a thing. That's all cocoa. I know a year examination. We say our reno every Yamian, I say, bring a many Zampa, a young interview with a freno, obey the any band of power so power, which your bus will trust in Pufu. After your interviews, I pay and far almost a graduate. Our already engine by the muscle.
Oh, much of
you so as if from any
I have a palm, so be chantro.
I didn't try.
Now, as I want to go Americans, Alfred Uncle for Cowsano.
Oko was out on Baba Ghana.
Why, when you American EBU?
Not about
so, Anna David.
They said, oh, Baba.
You say, after about 15 years, as about 10 years, and son
oh,
Scotland and Ireland.
And Germany.
England, the crowd, yeah, easy. It's a I will on my as a shaman or no court, Scotland, Canada, Crantis have you.
Oh,
Scotland, Ireland, Hono. And Owia near Yen Crater Bibia.
I didn't a Omuni Nipa.
I don't know, but they have that policy now. The border no swa and Poland,
okay.
And to Germany. Now, Dr. Phoebe Honma, almost your hospital right at the border.
At the border, and
not so
and your holy papa does
it's 6:44 in the studios. Let's get the headlines making news. President Mahama announces that 2026 will mark the transition from the Fair Wages and Salary Commission to a new independent emoluments commission, a bill.
It is therefore my firm conviction that the time has come not for just incremental adjustments, but for bold structural reforms in how public sector emoluments are determined and managed. Accordingly, as part of our research agenda, the government has declared 2026 as the year of transition from the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission to a new independent emoluments commission. This reform is not about dismantling the progress we have achieved. On the contrary, the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission will serve as the institutional core to bring about this transformation. We'll reinforce and reposition the Commission both financially and in terms of human resources so that it becomes the technical cornerstone of a modern independent national authority capable of managing public sector pay with professionalism, independence, and credibility. The Independent Emoluments Commission will create a transparent, rules-based, and evidence-driven system for setting public sector pay. Under this framework, salaries and benefits will be guided by productivity, labor market realities, fiscal sustainability, strategic national priorities. And through this reform, government aims to, 1, address long-standing inequities within the public sector, rationalize allowances and benefits, strengthen the link between pay and productivity. Our goal is to move away from the fragmented and ad hoc wage decisions towards a system that is fair to
Your mama catch the Ghana for you now say 2026 a resetting agenda no. A Bibeka Fair Wages and Salaries Commission. They're going to create a new independent emolument commissioner. And say increments in as a way and for if I would almost say there's going to be structural reforms. The form and the civil service and answer government work should take. Na enkobase and then we near China we must say one more kind of say condition of service into I don't know. I said it's going to be a structural reform. What form is going to take? Details are scanty. Omanhene John Mama, Esaka Sabiu. I said there's a need to address the housing deficit. So he's calling for a national housing dialogue between the government, private sector, and labor to develop a social housing policy, ensuring affordable homes are available for workers.
Housing is a major problem, and for households, it is consuming the income of households. We need to have a national housing dialogue and decide how, between the private sector, government, and labor, we can come together and come out with a social housing policy to make sure that we provide affordable housing for workers to purchase on mortgage or to be able to rent at a favorable cost. The reason why private house owners are taking advantage is because of the deficit in housing. And so we have the rent courts. We say don't take more than 6 months of advance, rent advance. But the one who is renting and the house owner are both not prepared to go to the rent courts because they are doing it quietly. It says pay 2 years rent advance. You can go and report him at the rent court and we'll hold that landlord accountable. But the one who is being asked 2 years rent advance doesn't want to go to the court. He will go and pay the landlord because he wants a place to lay his head. And so it is because we have a housing shortfall, and that is what is making them take advantage. Countries have instituted social housing policies that have been.
Soon announced the Constitutional Review Implementation Committee, which will oversee the processes for implementing the Constitutional Review. Ghana for bebree hwe ni mu say commissioner omo etnase eye hwehwemu eye nsakyeraye professor Kwasi Prempeh commission omo de omo nkrata ni nyina kodan omampanin na omampanin ede to Ghana nim say Constitutional Review Implementation Committee no enchebia it will so announce them na omo na eba be share constitutional review ni implementation edru honoma enchebia de to Ghana for him yenti omampani
process. We're soon going to announce the Constitutional Review Implementation Committee process. We're soon going to announce the Constitutional Review Implementation Committee, and it is going to go through the processes for implementing the Constitutional Review. We believe that after being in operation for more than 30 years, our 1992 Constitution has served us very well, but we have over the years recognized the loopholes that we need to tighten. And so let us handle it together, not in a partisan manner, but knowing that that Constitution will serve us for another 30 years, into the future. And so it's something that we are happy to look at.
And no, SIM re-registration. And the Minister of Communication was in his element. And yeah, you're two-way no year, no bisa question, no church name. Na back what kind is so about Ghana Nibia Coco. When a one foul Ghana card and your registration, ama ubia on your dependent. You will be a Koran when yan Fibia wardrobe. Me Bascaila say, Obo who say, ene mame ena a register into send him momo kon phone so a wo hu send mame edi na eba o ye the dependent to the Ghana card register man no emfa wo Ghana card ko register ma wo bi say adamfo no woni no bi na say wo de one na ekọ se fraud ba de ehunu se sa phone no akoye of a new London and I say akodi di obi atema kodupo obi akoye bibia say Ghana flag, Ghana card no will be flagged. Untimi fa Ghana card no ni juma binum kro Ghana ha. Sim don't see a block Nina Ghana card not register. Yentie Sam George.
If you register a SIM card for somebody, and this is because I'm saying this, I want to emphasize on this so that people don't fall victim. Someone will come to you and say, please register for me. Please do not register a SIM card for anybody who is not your dependent. Say maybe your own child or a family member. If you use your SIM, your Ghana card to register a number, and that number is reported as having engaged in fraud, mobile money fraud, and it's investigated and it is found out, the device is going to be blocked, the number is going to be blocked, and the Ghana card is going to be flagged. We've decided to be flexible enough to allow that Ghana card do another registration of a new SIM. But if the same Ghana card is found to be involved in more than one fraudulent registration of a number used in mobile money fraud, that Ghana card will be blocked and barred from being able to register a SIM in the country. I hope you understand the gravity of it. So if you use your Ghana card to go and register a SIM for somebody, and the person uses your card, that card that they got from your own Ghana card to perpetrate fraud, and we find 2 instances of that, your Ghana card is going to be blocked.
Communication Minister Sam Jata George. No also says Ghana card and SIM re-registration no. It is going to make Momo fraud very expensive. Is
this the panacea to Momo fraud? To a very large extent, I believe that it will make Momo fraud very expensive. Because today, even if you report and we are able to even deactivate the SIM, the cost to the fraudster is 10 Ghana cedis. That's the cost of a new SIM. But if we deactivate the SIM and also block the device that is connected to that SIM, and he will have to spend some 2,000 or 3,000 to buy a new phone. That in itself is raising the cost of committing the fraud. And if he does it a second time and his Ghana card is blocked, he actually loses access to literally every government service. Because today, literally almost every government service, you need your Ghana card for it. So the cost to mobile money fraudsters is being raised to a level that will make it prohibitive. I won't stand here and say that it will bring mobile money fraud to zero. Because Nyankupon you couldn't stop Satan yet. It will bring mobile money fraud to zero. Because Nyankupon you couldn't stop Satan in heaven. You couldn't stop Lucifer. But we are sure that we'll be able to go after the right people.
Lucifer charge Yaw. SIM card registration. New independent emolument commission and affordable homes for workers.
I got a independent monument you someone for
Emolument commission.
Monument commission for na kwenta obekaya emra fair wages and salaries commission e ban Ghana for workers busipa because na omufi se ne omusika man yete ye no and it says some anomalies bia what government salary structure ni mo no sa fair wages and salaries commission no e ba be correct ntimi kaipa man bi on e be first boss B Graham something Graham as I say krawasa back
you say something Graham
yes me kaipa no ye interviews intinidin na wo mitirim pa something Graham wo chechire mu enti se obi kuta degree na se degree holder no oye adwuma e wo Ghana Health Service
very good
na se usu kuta degree ni bi na wo ye adwuma o police mu a
wo se mu nyina
etua mo sane kama yeti akonta
yamanfo so say
ye enti se mi kuta degree na me ye adwuma se teacher ni no bi kuta degree ye adwuma o Bank of Ghana Ebia difference ebebe ma ye allowances bia.
Yeah, ono benya.
But salary ade no eba
But
be
in nominal terms, you need salary epe.
epe. Tibia difference ebebe be 100, 200, 300, 500 bi and eba be difference no. But akuta ewi echire no afei na de aba. Ena me kai pa for the first time and you say Ghana Prison Service adum prison officers no omo strike o say omo ye demonstration e wo ho no mo say mo omo de omo salary kototo omo nuanom police for any other security agency no one and difference in too wide quickly no mo buy no mo babe ebre resolve ye so hu itakuta me busa me ho say Ghana enkosi dabai and sa discrepancies yi e salary de no ye be correctia we close agfo ya wo mu esu
George Smith Graham
good sa papa no so hu on odaso ye
the acting CEO now
mo so hu
by pano
on we nyina because o ye interviews panti ni din be to mi tirim so hu papa no ni.
The problem is here it moved away from making everybody the same to who has the bargaining chip.
Akuta say
Do you a Ghana Medical Association for no thing?
No mako bargaining.
No mako bargaining. Now mo akọ say you penny say in terms of condition of service you penny say one farmer ya the strike tool.
Yes.
Became the order of the day. Dear or striker. That affect Ghana for. Dear no kase onye juma ebe hit Ghana for. Afei na Fair Wages Commission for no akodrum pempen so say omuntimi inform 9 day ensi form. And to bonds and Labor Commission or Makosho Machi or strike said the condition of service. I know Makache Labor Commission say a illegal go back to work a illegal and the day agitations have been seen there. So it became who has a good and a strong bargaining chip.
You are Kotawe Sankasa a Fair Wages and one Salaries Commission for the Sanke Juma Pa and Ken Soren Concotes a free Kobi tag. College of Education Teachers Union no say one for sorry say omo de omo salary eto to omo nuanom UTAG for omo okay university one it doesn't tally, it doesn't add up. So obakaya na nsem wo no mo ba ku bi so sorry pa minim so my omo de na mo a yes here from Technical Universities Teachers Association Polytechnic for na ye dane ne be ne technical universities no
and TTAG for no
TTAG say
anu say TTAG
mo
tag for no kwa
so omo sorry pa minim say ya ye omo de ama omo
tewu for so ma no so ate warning
tewu no owa no mate warning
closak
as say omo de ne kwa no ma ba be keka omo ye tewu any closak as omo kwa minim so omo nya kama for dia so omo kwa say after every 4 years biya every 3 years biya no yete say tewufo aka omo ho yete say
yes ya no sign MOU
ene o makwa sign MOU
ya sign MOU asa
sitag fo yi no omo soso no mu gina mu a so omo de na ya yeye nti ase dede na akofom kakra bara kota de me kan akosie ni say yese ye de ba be correct ade bia ade na me kuta PhD na me kira de ewo College of Education na asante ebo asukuta PhD no kira de okay university a ade na wose your salary no difference but yes me gitum say bia alawa bi ni ade
yes so we are not talking about the allowances that the school will give so we are talking about the stage nipa no wo ebia or level 300
yes
sa level 300 in salary structure yes. No was ye nyina
pay na fe ekono ane say na me na akota wo tietie close akfo ne say bigi 1001 e bigi 1005 e bigi areho so hu
tewufo kraje
na tewufo bi 800 ni 850
mo akota
hwe
eti enne so de sa de we mo bia wa bre say ye wo fair wages so
and salary commission
ona ye
no mu change din no
akuta ade
emolument commission emolument
ye be change ni fe ba akota na sa problem we asa aspring ya
azante ma min tell so adwenche ye ne brighto wie ne ba me pese ye be take a good look at the re-registration of the sim me pese ye nyina ye de adwene be ko pa na ye di nkomo bi ho and 2 housing policy in Ghana ma min tell
Okay. When the Nanka make a house, Marcia Cornell.
Yen Comrana.
My Kaka make a salary, no, as up emolument independent emolument commission one day. Mijidi say, it's like you can. What's this? I'm rabbi, Kona Hunia Sama. New, there'll be new law, new.
There will not be any new law.
Okay. In some opinions, what they bar on better commission. Now, among how the weaknesses. Right now, me worry and say, TTAC is silent. UTAG is silent because a koi ma wo for now. Omo research allowance nko atimi you be akatua awo omo mo form no.
Tewu num ne.
Tewu for no. Omo research allowance nko
obeje no.
Obeje 1 2 3 months the whole year salary for tewu. Me wa tewu for now nko adwuma da kopekwa na mo bre. So some person somebody check disparities. This was what we were told say. They would Fair Wages and Salaries Commission bar these discrepancies and then all these in Beboa a baby year for. Now the common problem power buy a free wages DNA say. Tell my yourself put for worker to and buy no. Or many a honey on back catches a put for worker to Akaracano. And a more be Adrian say, oh, and ye I call. I feel if we a prison for buy a Muho market to I said, kitty moment to be fine away. And they say, Omo was had disparity no. And I can for how we but the minimum when he said, Edrumebi na labor unions and I say this pressure groups no. O my na asemo kope bargaining strategists.
Yeah.
Obi a wonim akatua won hihye ye pa na kwetran ban nim. Na convince abanya na ban hu say na katua hu hia. 2 ye hwe wakatua mo a mo ye members na mo no so a. Na ban tie mo ntem. For instance, doctors need you tag for. But me what teacher for I buy himself a teacher for population more than 300,000. So what they once the cry can cross border in the economy nego. And this someone they buy they should very very careful. One way ya a say union will say a tram car now where they was so pay hey will be expectation so high. As I'm speaking to you now, a tell for to a yen big cry 700 800. Again I'm the calculations because Mujis said be a watchman. Ewo we can say secondary schools na ketua say me wa watchman for be na okay university o market a chuchu na say e wosuri enti say omo so dey ba omo we there are at least the Fair Wages and Salary Commission solve some problems be o ma dey make am say problems be wa fair wages super wumpe o yi bi afiri ho kakra problems always say omo mo from pa no. How is the government thinking about them? Say, "Bebo, mom, name Konkai."
Okay.
So one try to raise disparities. No, a war or one more from no air qua. One way, yeah, no mom was wrong. So no, I can fast my band. They should be very very careful. Or more person to commission. 2 tag for you tag and this are all the taxes and for Ninano. Or when I'm running, my commerce me now. Bamhe, but me the many agent of person must say, or more person more fudge my phone become home. Or my public sector no. A man 42 kwa over the years in Yinaye who's on for Jumabia.
Okay.
And obisu to abrochi, ebesin de, wajaketua. Allegations echo around no. Obi jabe jumo ti American to US. Wanu obia konaivo. Send pa obechin la show no. No obaka kan sabi nsem hunu bia na wafa no hodi. Enke achi na straight wo yamambofo se ni kojina court. By beye no yi kakata sumu mu aso no fa no hodi. Nti o ma media no pandemic kan say minister ne say omo be fa adwumanfo a is good news. A teacher 40 fie, nurses 40 fie, employer university for we school no over the years here. Yen share down for phobia. And it's a bamba for jumanfo. Said on me teacher for the muda of fine police is soldier for the
omonye no so.
I'm now fine. No be a sampa.
Thank you very much. Right,
Legend.
Then what Chelsea go we say?
Oh, I knew you said to be calm.
I say almost 2-1.
It's almost today, right?
3-0.
It's 8.
3-0.
8-2.
Na Porto for na shocking me.
Sporting.
I'm
on the Bodo.
Hey.
Legend, Yamian Ukraine, Bodo for no said and ye be. I won't say now fairy tale no more than
no, but I'm saying fairy tale wo but baby I know my bobo na kudra omoje enum sande. 5-0.
They never had good tactical plan. Because Bodo for no as a more defense, as a more attacking.
Me know the how mo.
What's the name in Choma say?
As a person,
I said, when it comes to say attack, who the way?
Bodo for
What definition who the way?
Omukwabonten kra no muti bi kose. But the mindset no was wrong this time.
Yeah.
They were
3-0. What do you lose?
3-0. Who they go all out with them? Who they knew more? So you imagine so many ben sporting for bar because it do maybe are not ye pian kota wo pomu. Deflection creating me on the mixture. And no Arsenal so say 2-0.
Yeah, legend 9 row Man City for. I said what man Mr. Santi.
Man City.
But I said about power we are saying say.
What do la no minim dey ha no.
I tell you question.
No,
why do you need so? Go like that some brain.
One atade say, "Oh God, you allow him say akwa na disorganized." And no atade say no. Pep. Me see many boss one am say.
No, you're prepared for the game.
Simple top.
I say pillow for say dey yan atade kutu so e fia.
When go coach different be ani. The episode run atare no.
Right, you. On say one way Baba Sports Stadium say.
You better know.
You better know. So
when go France na say
Atade say no. Na utim say e so shabby say yam tokra.
Rade.
Pep Guardiola.
Pep Penny.
I would not pressure this one. Nah.
Debbie. Baby, I would do this here.
But on my I no person back we are
saying the you know again
on my asem kesi ni say cap for say cap no. Ah akwadu Senegal by 58 days no. Yan san family o me from Morocco.
Asem we si pa no.
E dey nkwala asem na cap for
Manchester. Cap na free Senegal for.
Okay, me pa cho.
Omo so mo fa.
Me pa cho. Omo say yan from Morocco say Morocco for dey na see here.
Omo say ya ball no.
No mo stop game.
Senegal for ja ball ne ball.
Na pa cho.
Na ball ni an to aso bi wa.
E ti Senegal for ja ball ne ball wie no. Ade no man ba ne wo mo ho.
Yes.
Na o ma be bo am ma sha wie no. Caf penny e fence.
Omo say come ban no omo e ja ball ne ball akanim go ase be Africa. By legend ye hu ni say sa decision ya ba no. Cars be bo ato
Cars for no.
FIFA of arbitration for.
Na FIFA president no on stadium mo bi.
Omo be bo ato because one thing is say car for any person omo ye bibia
please
Morocco for no masem.
Na wa boda man ade Morocco for no.
Morocco for so twa omo free Africa.
Won ko
and enim omo aye stadium so omo woni ade no. Omo ko abe yes be ha.
Eti Mosepe na elidi sa antem
hunu. E kese no maye no. Omo aye ni se no asep mo asem. Dey dey asem na kopiem mo cars. Na cars abo to go ho de nye ya.
And fidie
do ma su Morocco fidie. But e gwasia suma omo. It's an embarrassment.
Poor decision.
It's an embarrassment from CAF.
Yeah.
How can you? Okay, I don't know man bani wo mo dwere ho se be gu Africa ni mase. Nipa na ball awie.
Ai.
Entimi ba, omo boy no. Now omo free park no so Morocco say dey anka okay.
Legend say na penalty.
Football no ya bon wo. Ya the penalty ato ama wanti ba say.
Penalty na kwenta wantwam Osama player ne de to wose bo.
Diaz bo say.
Say penalty no mo je na Senegal.
Say penalty no friend say.
Ibrahim Diaz ne bo.
Panaka. Okobo Panaka. O Panaka benifo bo Panaka.
Na sa kwa no we mehi. Ibrahim Diaz no. Unze Real Madrid match no. Time o te say ya je cap na mom ne ni
age. Ne ni je
See ya je cap na mom.
Wo yare.
Ne ni age.
Bo penalty say wa man say.
Na cap no Senegal o munim ne say o man gate na no. Na wo bia no be pina. The whole Africa will not be allowed. Okay, but say pe wa mama disappointed.
No, so not here.
Na say the end chebia the team near from say South Africa
Sundowns so
Sundowns ko bobo no ma obeka so ajiama Sundowns
obeka so ajiama
we dey say ajiama so dey say ko
ye mobi
ko for na ajiama en ta ye sa niam no
we mo so sansem we so a referee ndi ball park no so hwe say bia
football ya park no so
omai ni osuo say bia o the decision e bia supporters bebo no mo bobo na wie no the report na ya babo ya say ayi 3 points
3 points. What do you mean?
Legend Gwasio.
It's so embarrassing.
Abrafo na sere pa o.
Na mo say be ade.
Me online banner headline.
Tournament kesi say ya.
Na we get Gwasio nchen dey see here.
Omo so mu bi da.
Ya ka so ma kire mo say pe. Ye be call World Cup. Mamu nye mo nkuhuri e ho. Senegal for Mamu fan konem fa ko cha mo ko cast.
When one fa cap
they should apply to cast.
Straight away.
Now why don't we be that? What be that?
Too much. Now what can we come?
It's so embarrassing.
What can we come?
There is something can say be omudia.
Friends of Iran. Near percent come a couple matches in our Mexico and FIFA say one into more.
Why?
Iran for
World Cup no more munyai.
Asama yi catch up my man.
There be no say come say more matches in now.
Now say cap on the bebo. Na emomu. The beto dey won't even guarantee safety.
Any no say come match say ye money nyina ho no. E be se calendar no.
Any no FIFA say
FIFA too cannot afford.
FIFA say
nyame ampata na konta Iran for no so qualify call money mu a e be disrupt calendar no ma ye ni nyina also mo back to bia Canada na say
I say legend ye wo hay na osi obi mra fi ha baroba ntimi guarantee safety.
Say dia why
you me kai no so ka so nim nyansa memei
enti na person uniform no
aja mema
Iran for no munya wa ka no for Nigeria nkosem
legend na me cho
makatro say me ya de wa ha o be ba abra
oba me timi guarantee
na oba de na bibi tu wa me timi nya o say ekura meba
ya bi o me ma ho ade no so nya wo dia
nya nko ade no nya ade
ko dia
ɛna baabi a wokɔ no so ɔmo ahyehyɛ nhyehyɛ na awie nti no gate no woba bɛ gate crash
yatu gate nim
okay gate no so yatu
brai na nye US for the akweta wɔn nkɔi
ai wenya nya how
ya stop him
woba kɔto
na fe mu tutu bo ba park
woba kɔto Joseph azante ebo adamfo Joseph woba kɔto no
mine no
Trump Joseph Trump
abusuafo ye pagya emu ama hedi agudi ehu ma brɛw
ɔno so de ni Joseph de papa de tu ni ye pa akweta wo sɛ wo de Trump tu wo sei na ukɔpɛ saa nkura ne nkra na ɔmo ho nwi bebrebe no wo de ne to nkyɛnse a wo sɛ Trump pɛpɛpɛ
ye from so Joseph
so ye friend nkra ne Joseph
abusuafo bright to trase in all the Ade Kyeɛ sports about stay with us, we'll be back.